What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is kind of just an update video. I've been gone for a little bit of a minute, and as I mentioned in the last video, if you may or may not have seen it, I'm at college.
Fuck school! Fuck all this bullshit! What the fuck?
So I do not have my car, at least for the first semester, so I'm not going to be making any videos, but I'm going to be on my Thanksgiving break pretty soon, next week. So hopefully there'll be a video or two coming out, and then a couple weeks after that the semester ends, I'll have winter break. That'll be about a month and a half, and hopefully I'll be getting a ton of Volvo content out. So yeah, sorry I've been gone, but I'm still alive, I promise. The Volvo is currently with one of my friends. Hopefully it's going to be repainted before second semester, and then second semester I'm hopefully going to be bringing my car to my campus, and then there should be regular content after that. But yeah, that's just kind of an update of where I've been and where the Volvo is and what's going on with that, and as it gets painted and everything, I'll keep you guys updated. But recently I've been thinking a lot about the future of the Volvo. I've been kind of thinking about engine swaps, about what I want to do with it. I'm very happy with my current turbo setup and the standalone ECU and everything, and it's super fun. It works really well, and it was a great learning experience. But I've been really wanting to swap the car for a few reasons. I would love an engine that's a little bit more modern, and or with a little bit more aftermarket support. There are a lot of ways to rebuild the B230s, but the aftermarket support for them is not amazing compared to engines such as an LS or whatever you want to swap into in a K series. So that's the first reason I'm thinking about swapping. The second reason, I kind of want to do a swap that's an OEM plus engine. So I really just kind of want an OEM engine that's going to be reliable, nothing too crazy, you know, mostly just bolt-on stuff. I don't want to have to do, I mean, maybe later down the line we'll go balls to the wall, do an expensive build. But I would love for the Volvo to have 300 to 400 horsepower, be reliable, not feel too much different than it is now, and yeah, just overall have a modern engine that's not gonna take a shit on me just because it's an old crap that was hodgepodge together by myself with the standalone ECU. So yeah, the swaps I've been thinking about doing, there are three options that I'm kind of seeing for what I could do with the Volvo. Number one would be to rebuild the whole motor, and keep my ECU and turbo setup and everything, but rebuild the whole motor, like take it out, fresh everything, pistons, rods, all that, and aim for that, again, 300 to 400 horsepower range. My second option would be to do an LS swap, get a refurbished LS and transmission, something that's been taken apart, put back together, all new seals, drop that thing in there, again, 300 to 400 horsepower. That thing would be awesome. But my third option and my final option, because LSs are kind of getting expensive, and if I feel like I'm going to go all the work to tearing apart the motor, I may as well just do something new, something fresh. My third option is a 2.3 liter EcoBoost from a Mustang.
That wasn't so bad.
And you might be like, it's kind of a weird swap. And you were saying, yeah, it's just kind of a weird swap. I was looking into crash Mustangs, you know, just like a 6-speed manual EcoBoost. Those things have, you know, people make fun of the Mustang EcoBoost for being an EcoBoost, but it does have 310, 320 horsepower. With bolt-ons, you could easily get that up to 350. And a lightweight aluminum block, I'm pretty sure it's an aluminum block, 4-cylinder with a turbo. And you could buy crashed Mustangs off Copart or wherever for pretty damn cheap. I was looking into it. I found one on Facebook Marketplace that was something like, I think it was 70,000 miles, which, you know, isn't terrible. I think it was a 2016, so 7 years. That's normal driving. 70,000 miles, and it was $5,000 for a front-end crash. It still ran and drive and everything, and then the rest of the car could have been parted out. It was just a head-on front collision. So the bumper, headlights, fenders, hood were all messed up. The radiator probably needed to be replaced, but it was running and driving. It'd probably need a once-over when the engine was out, but I'm kind of leaning towards the EcoBoost, because again, those Mustangs that are crashed are super cheap, and then you can part it out, make some of that money back, and I think it's valuable that you're staying true to the turbo 4-cylinder of the Volvo. I really like all the LS swaps and V8 swaps. that I've seen out there, but one, everybody does them. Everyone and their mom has an LS swap. It's not super special. I'm not trying to make some one-off SEMA build here, but everyone and their mom has done an LS. And then every time I see a Volvo with a V8 or an LS, it just seems a little bit hodgepodge, hot rod. This doesn't seem super fitting, if that makes sense. So I think keeping to the 4-cylinder would be cool, a 6-speed manual, and then I'd probably swap over a lot of the Mustang modern amenities like power locks and trunk poppers and all that to make the Volvo a little bit more modern and cooler. So we'll see. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. Swaps, different options. You know, I've pretty much gone through everything. Anything 2J, SRs, anything like that. It's way too expensive. I'm looking to spend less than $5,000 or $6,000 for the swap. I think if I bought a Mustang for $5,000, parted it out, I could get that down to like $2,000 or $3,000 spent. And then I probably have to spend another $1,000 on mounts and things. But I pretty much want to keep it a stock swap. For now, I just want to get it completely stock swap. Nothing crazy, no pistons, rods while I'm in there. Just 310 horsepower is plenty for the Volvo. It's pretty lightweight already. So let me know what you guys think. This might be another year or two down the line that I end up doing the swap. I don't have the money right now to do it, and I could find the money to do it, but I don't have the shop space or garage because I'm on a campus. I live in a dorm room. I don't have a garage. But hopefully next year or two, I'm looking for options, looking for ways to change that and be able to regularly pump out content. And then also make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, maxda_Jolley. I post stories occasionally here and there. I always interact with you guys. A lot of you guys DM me once in a while, like, hey, where you been? I missed the videos. It's hard without the car. I've tried to film a couple other videos that were different styles of video that didn't surround the Volvo. They just felt a little bit forced. They felt a little bit not like videos that I would post normally, so I didn't want to post it just to get content out. I'd rather post something that was, you know, the Volvo, or at least something that I enjoyed doing. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much an update I've got. I'm at college. Hopefully next semester the videos will pick up. If you have any comments, anything you want to say, I'll always respond, always get into it. Any questions about the future of the channel or any questions just in general, I'm happy to answer. DM me, ask anything about the Volvo, the build. But yeah, it's getting painted right now, or it's getting painted soon. Hopefully it'll be done within a month or two, and then we'll be back in business, baby. I'm super excited for the Volvo, to have the Volvo back, because I haven't had it in 2 or 3 months being at college. So once I go home, there will definitely be update videos. Definitely subscribe, hit the bell notification, be ready for those. That's pretty much all I've got. Just a quick little update video, nothing special. Let me know what you guys think about the swap. I'm definitely interested to hear what you think. I think the EcoBoost would be a great option. Definitely something unique, something different, not super difficult. I know it's gonna fit in the engine bay. And then Ford Performance makes a bunch of harnesses and shit for any kind of aftermarket. There already are a ton of aftermarket because it's a Mustang. So let me know what you guys think. Because I'm at college, I figure I throw this here at the end, and I don't have the Volvo for regular content. If you guys want to do a Q&A, leave a question either about me or the Volvo or literally anything. Next video, if I have enough questions, I'll definitely be open to doing a little Q&A. With the Volvo, I'll probably have the Volvo next to me. So yeah, leave a question in the comments, whatever it is. If you watch the channel regularly, or if you're new and we want to see something specific, have any suggestions, ideas, whatever, go ahead, leave a question, leave a comment, and I'll definitely respond to that in next video, or whenever. Hopefully next video, next 2 videos, I'll do a little Q&A, and we'll have that sorted. That's pretty much gonna be a wrap. Thank you for watching. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Next week we'll have the Volvo, and there will be hopefully another video next week. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. See you in the next one.